Success is not about luck. It is about the small daily habits that shape your future. The top 1% of people don't get there by chance. They follow a secret routine that sets them apart from everyone else. Imagine waking up every day with clear purpose and unstoppable energy. Picture yourself building unstoppable momentum simply by mastering your daily actions. This video will reveal the exact habits and routines that the most successful people swear by. These are simple steps you can start doing today to change your life completely. No fancy tricks or complicated plans, just powerful routines that work. If you want to live with more focus, more drive, and more results, you need to hear this. If you're ready to unlock your potential and live the life you've always dreamed of, then let's dive in. Chapter 1. Start the day with complete silence and clarity. The quiet moments before the world wakes up. That is where the top 1% begin their day. Not with noise, not with rushing or chaos, but with silence. There is something powerful about starting your morning in complete stillness. It's like tuning your mind to the right frequency before the day's demands come rushing in. The silence is not just the absence of sound, it is a presence of clarity, of calm, of purpose. In those early minutes, the mind can breathe. The noise of doubt, worry, and distraction hasn't yet filled the space, so there is room for something deeper, for true focus and understanding. When you wake up and resist the urge to immediately jump into action, what you're doing is giving yourself the chance to center your thoughts. Imagine how many times throughout the day your mind is pulled in different directions. Emails, meetings, social media, decisions, interruptions. If you start your day by rushing into that chaos, you carry stress, anxiety, and scattered thinking with you. But if instead you create a routine where you sit quietly, perhaps for just a few minutes, you reset your mental state. This pause helps you connect with what really matters to you. It helps you find your calm, and in calmness, your power. The top 1% understand this deeply. They know that clarity is the foundation of all great work and achievement. Without clarity, the best ideas can be lost in confusion. Without calm, action can become reaction, and reaction rarely leads to meaningful progress. When you start the day with silence, you are giving your brain a moment to organize itself. You are allowing your thoughts to settle like sediment in water. Slowly, the clear water rises, and you can see the bottom again. This is not just about being still, it's about being fully present with yourself. When the room is quiet and the world outside hasn't begun its noise, your inner voice becomes louder, not the voice of fear or distraction, but the voice of your deepest values, your goals, your real desires. You begin to see your day with more honesty. What are the things that truly deserve your attention? What can wait? What is worth your energy? In that silence, priorities become clear. The body feels the effect of this calm too. Breathing slowly and deeply in silence reduces tension, muscles relax, the heart rate slows. The mind and body become aligned. This alignment is what gives you energy that lasts throughout the day, not the quick burst followed by crash that comes from caffeine or adrenaline. When you start the day with this kind of peace, you are preparing yourself to face challenges with steadiness rather than stress. This practice of beginning in silence is a form of self-respect. It's a way of saying to yourself, I matter, my well-being matters. In a world that pushes us to constantly do more, move faster, and multitask endlessly, this is a radical act. It's not about being lazy or avoiding work. It's about working smarter and with intention. It's about creating a foundation so strong that the rest of your day can build upon it without shaking. The top 1% also know that this time of silence doesn't have to be long. Even 5 minutes can make a difference if it's done with focus and commitment. The length is not as important as the quality. When you are silent, your mind naturally starts to calm, and the unnecessary chatter slows down. Thoughts that are not useful fade away. In this quiet, you can listen more closely to your heart's truth. In this silence, many find the space to practice gratitude. Before the world demands your attention, recognizing what you are thankful for fills you with warmth and optimism. Gratitude in the morning opens the door for more positive experiences throughout the day. It softens the mind and strengthens resilience against difficulties. The top 1% don't just go through the motions of life, they feel the depth of it, and feeling gratitude is the doorway to that depth. This silence also helps you plan your day with intention. When the noise is gone, you can imagine your day as a whole. You can picture yourself moving through the tasks and conversations with calm and focus. You can see where your energy is best spent. Instead of reacting to emergencies and distractions, you decide what actions serve your goals. This kind of mindful planning prevents wasted time and stress. Starting the day with silence builds mental discipline. The world outside will be loud and distracting, but you train yourself to begin in control. This control spreads to other areas. When the morning begins with peace, the rest of the day has a better chance of following that rhythm. Challenges become less overwhelming because your mind is stronger. You become more confident in your decisions, more patient in your interactions, and more grounded in your purpose. The power of silence is also in the connection it builds with your inner self. The top 1% understand that success is not just about external achievements, money, status, or recognition. True success comes from living authentically, aligned with your values, and you can't find that alignment without looking inward. Silence is the mirror in which you see who you really are and what you really want. In that stillness, distractions lose their grip. The voice of comparison, doubt, or fear quiets down. Instead, a quiet confidence arises. You remember your strengths. You remind yourself of your past wins, and you get ready for the day's new challenges. This quiet confidence is powerful because it comes from within. It is not dependent on outside validation. When silence becomes a daily habit, it transforms the way you live. Your mornings become sacred moments of preparation, not rushed chaos. Your mind sharpens, your emotions balance, your energy deepens. You begin to notice things that were invisible before, the little details that make your work better, your relationship stronger, your life richer. Many people underestimate the value of starting with silence because it feels like doing nothing. But the top 1% know better. They know that this doing nothing is the most important something you can do. It's the seed from which all success grows. It is the moment when you choose to be the master of your day, instead of a slave to distractions. The world may push you to fill every moment with noise and activity, but the leaders, the achievers, and the dreamers choose differently. They choose silence. They choose clarity. They choose to step back and see clearly what needs to be done. In that quiet moment, they find the strength to take control. This practice is available to anyone. It costs nothing. It doesn't require special equipment or training. It only asks for a willingness to be still, to breathe, and to listen. And in return, it gives a gift beyond measure, the gift of clear purpose, steady focus, and quiet power. The way the day begins is the way it unfolds. Start with silence and the rest will follow. Not because the world is easier, but because you are stronger. Not because problems disappear, but because you face them with calm. Not because everything goes your way, but because you control your response. This is the secret routine that separates the top 1% from the rest. Every morning is a new chance to choose this path, to give yourself this quiet moment, to begin not with noise, but with silence. This is how clarity is born. This is how power is found. This is how success begins. Chapter 2. Write top 3 goals before touching your phone. The first thing most people do when they wake up is reach for their phone. It's like a reflex. But that simple action can shape the entire tone of the day, often in ways that don't serve you. The top 1% don't start their day by immediately diving into the endless scroll of notifications, emails, or social media. Instead, before they touch their phones, they set clear goals, 3 powerful, focused goals that guide their attention and energy. This practice isn't about being rigid or overly strict. It's about creating intentional boundaries that protect your mind from distractions and steer you toward what truly matters. Why is this so important? Because your phone is designed to grab your attention, to pull you into other people's agendas, problems, and distractions. When you start your day by reacting to that, you give away your power. The morning is a precious time for setting your own course. Deciding on 3 main goals before engaging with the digital world is a way to claim ownership of your day. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise that your day will be led by purpose, not by random interruptions. Choosing your top 3 goals requires honesty and clarity. These goals should not be vague or overly broad. They must be specific, meaningful, and achievable within the day. They act as a compass, helping you navigate the hours ahead with intention. These goals are not just about work or tasks. They can include personal growth, relationships, health, or anything that moves your life forward. The key is that they are yours, and they reflect your priorities, not someone else's. When you identify your top 3 goals, you create a mental filter. Every decision, every distraction, every opportunity can be measured against those goals. Will this action bring me closer to completing one of these goals, or will it pull me away? This simple question is a powerful tool that keeps you aligned and focused. Writing down these goals before picking up your phone makes them real. It's one thing to think about what you want to achieve, but putting it on paper or in a notes app creates accountability. It also helps to clear your mind because you don't have to hold everything in your head. Your goals become a visible guide throughout the day. The top 1% understand that their attention is their most valuable asset. Attention is limited, and once it is spent on distractions, it can't be reclaimed. Setting 3 goals is a way of protecting that precious resource. It's like setting guardrails around your time and focus, so you don't get lost in the chaos of endless notifications and digital noise. One of the most significant benefits of this practice is that it reduces stress. When you have clear goals, you no longer feel overwhelmed by the many tasks and demands that come your way. Instead, you have a roadmap. This roadmap gives you confidence and direction. You wake up knowing what matters most, and that clarity lightens the load on your mind. Starting the day by focusing on goals also increases productivity. When your priorities are set early, you can approach each task with purpose. You avoid wasting time on things that don't contribute to your progress. This approach is a sharp contrast to the distracted, reactive state that happens when you scroll through your phone first thing. Productivity isn't just about doing more, it's about doing what matters most, and goal setting helps you do exactly that. This practice also fosters discipline. It trains your mind to delay gratification and resist the urge for instant distraction. Instead of giving in to the habit of immediate consumption, you create space for intentional action. This mental strength builds over time and spills into other areas of life, helping you stay focused and driven even when the day gets difficult. The goals you set should be balanced. They might include one goal related to your work or career, one related to personal growth or health, and one related to relationships or contribution. This balance ensures that your day moves forward in multiple important areas rather than being consumed by only one aspect of life. The top 1% know that success isn't about neglecting one part of life to focus on another. it's about harmony and steady progress across the board. Before touching the phone, take a moment to breathe deeply and connect with what matters. Ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I want to accomplish today? These goals are your anchor. When distractions come, and they will, returning to these 3 anchors brings you back to your path. Once your goals are set and your mind is focused, then the phone can be used as a tool rather than a distraction. Instead of reacting to every notification, you check your phone with purpose. You use it to support your goals, not to derail them. This subtle shift in relationship to technology is a game changer. Many people underestimate how much their day is shaped by their morning habits. Touching your phone first thing pulls you into other people's stories, problems and demands. Setting goals before the phone is a way of reclaiming your morning and your life. It's a step toward becoming the person who controls their day, not the person controlled by their devices. This practice also brings a sense of peace and control. The noise and chaos of the digital world don't have to rule your mind. By setting 3 goals, you establish a mental boundary that keeps you grounded. This boundary reduces anxiety and uncertainty because you know exactly what you want to achieve. It's important to be flexible too. Life throws surprises, and not everything will go according to plan. But even when adjustments are needed, having clear goals gives you a reference point. You can adapt without losing sight of what's important. This flexibility with focus is what makes the top 1% resilient. This routine is not about perfection, it's about progress. Some mornings will be easier than others, but every time you set your top 3 goals before reaching for your phone, you're building a habit of intention. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to focus more deeply and act more purposefully. There is also an emotional benefit to this practice. Starting the day with clarity and purpose fills you with hope and energy. It's a reminder that you have control over your life and your time. This feeling of empowerment is the fuel that keeps motivation alive throughout the day. The top 1% also understand that success is not just about external achievements. It's about living a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Setting daily goals before touching the phone connects you to that deeper meaning. It keeps you aligned with your values and your vision for the future. The quiet moment before picking up your phone is a powerful opportunity. It's a chance to be the author of your day rather than a passenger. It's a moment to decide what really matters and to act accordingly. This simple choice can change the course of your life. Many people say they don't have time to focus or plan in the morning, but setting 3 goals takes only minutes. The investment is small, but the returns are enormous. This tiny habit creates a ripple effect that improves every part of your day. The clarity gained from this practice allows you to work smarter. You know where to direct your energy. You avoid distractions that drain your focus and sap your willpower. Instead, you use your time and energy to move steadily toward what matters most. By setting your top 3 goals before touching your phone, you also build self-trust. You prove to yourself that your priorities come first. This self-trust is essential because it builds confidence and resilience. When you trust yourself, you are less likely to be swayed by fear, doubt, or outside pressures. This approach also encourages presence. When your goals are clear, you are more likely to be fully engaged in each moment. You give your best attention to your work, your relationships, and your well-being. This presence enriches your experience and deepens your satisfaction. Technology is a tool, but when it controls you, it becomes a barrier to success. The top 1% know how to set boundaries and use their devices intentionally. Setting 3 goals before engaging with technology is a key step in mastering this balance. This practice is a gift you give to yourself every morning. It shows respect for your time, your energy, and your dream. It creates a foundation of focus and clarity that supports every step you take. Every day begins with a choice. Choosing your top 3 goals before you touch your phone is a choice to live with purpose. It is a choice to lead your day rather than be led by distraction. This choice is simple but powerful. The top 1% didn't get where they are by accident. They built their success one intentional step at a time. Setting 3 clear goals before engaging with the digital world is one of those steps. It's a small habit with a massive impact. This moment of clarity is available to everyone. It doesn't depend on talent, luck, or circumstances. It depends on the decision to value your time and focus, to say no to distractions and yes to your priorities. When you commit to this practice, you start to see your days transform. You feel more in control, more energized, and more fulfilled. Your work improves, your relationships deepen, and your sense of purpose grows stronger. This habit shapes not just your day, but your life. Because when each day is guided by clear goals, you build momentum toward your biggest dream. You become the person who takes charge and makes things happen. This is the secret the top 1% live by. They guard their mornings, they set clear goals, they control their attention, and they use technology on their terms, not the other way around. It's not about being perfect or doing everything. It's about doing what matters first. Setting your top 3 goals before you pick up your phone is how the top 1% start each day, with intention, focus, and power. Chapter 3. Move your body to activate full mental energy. There is a profound connection between the body and the mind that the top achievers never ignore. Moving the body in the morning is not just about fitness or appearance. It is about waking up the brain and unlocking its full power. When you start the day by activating your body, you send a powerful signal to your entire system that it's time to engage, to focus, and to perform at your best. Movement isn't optional, it is essential for the kind of mental energy needed to tackle big goals and challenges. Many people overlook this because it feels easier to stay still or to rush into work without physical activity. But the truth is, the brain thrives on oxygen and circulation. When your body moves, blood flows more freely, carrying oxygen and nutrients that fuel your brain cells. This increases alertness, sharpens thinking, and improves memory. Without movement, your brain remains sluggish and foggy, limiting your ability to concentrate and solve problems. The top 1% recognize that mental clarity depends heavily on physical activation. Their mornings include deliberate movement, not necessarily long or intense workouts, but purposeful activities that get the body's systems humming. Stretching, walking, simple exercises, or even breathing movements can create a cascade of benefits that ripple throughout the day. Moving your body also triggers the release of key chemicals in the brain, such as dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. These natural mood lifters reduce stress and anxiety while increasing feelings of happiness and motivation. Starting the day with movement sets a positive emotional tone, which is crucial for maintaining resilience when challenges inevitably arise. This physical activation enhances focus and reduces fatigue. Sitting still for long periods causes the brain to tire more quickly, but when the body is engaged, mental stamina grows. This means you can work longer and with greater quality. The top 1% don't just work hard, they work smart, and smart work depends on sustained mental energy. Movement in the morning also sharpens decision-making. The clearer and more alert your mind is, the better choices you make. This is especially important early in the day, when priorities are set and momentum begins. Moving your body helps prevent foggy thinking that leads to procrastination or poor decisions. The type of movement matters less than the fact that you do it consistently. It doesn't have to be a full gym session. A brisk walk around the block, a few minutes of stretching, Yoga poses or bodyweight exercises like push-ups or squats are enough to jumpstart the system. The key is to get blood flowing, muscles engaged, and lungs breathing deeply. The physical sensation of moving your body in the morning awakens all your senses. You feel the stretch in your muscles, the rhythm of your breath, the beat of your heart. This sensory awareness grounds you in the present moment, reducing mental chatter and distraction. It reminds you that you are alive, capable, and ready. Movement also breaks the inertia of sleep. After hours of rest, your body is naturally stiff and sluggish. Moving loosens tight muscles and joints, preventing discomfort that can distract you during the day. This ease of movement allows you to carry yourself with confidence and energy. The discipline of moving each morning strengthens willpower. When you make the choice to attitude your body before distractions or excuses take over, you build a habit of commitment. This mental toughness spills into other areas, helping you resist temptations and stay focused on your goals. The top 1% understand that success is a holistic process. They don't separate mind and body, but treat them as a single system. Mental strength without physical vitality is incomplete. Physical movement feeds mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. Morning movement also primes creativity. When your body is active, blood flow to the brain increases, especially to areas responsible for problem solving and innovation. Many great ideas come during or just after physical activity. This is no accident. Movement creates the right environment for fresh thinking and insight. Incorporating movement early in the day can shift your entire outlook. Instead of waking up tired or overwhelmed, you begin energized and empowered. This sense of physical vitality influences your attitude, making challenges seem more manageable and your work more enjoyable. Movement also fosters better sleep patterns. Regular morning activity helps regulate your body clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. Better sleep supports sharper thinking and emotional stability during the day, creating a positive cycle of health and performance. Many underestimate how interconnected physical health and mental performance truly are. The top performers know that neglecting one harms the other. By moving their bodies daily, they invest in both their physical and mental capital. Movement can be simple yet intentional. It's not about perfection or pushing to extremes. It's about honoring the body's need to be active and awake. This respect for the body reflects self-care, which builds self-worth and confidence. When you move your body in the morning, you also prepare yourself emotionally for the day. Physical activity can help release tension and pent-up emotions, clearing the way for calm focus. This emotional clearing reduces reactivity and promotes thoughtful responses. Starting with movement signals to your brain that it's time to switch from rest to action. This biological cue helps regulate hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, ensuring they are at healthy levels to support alertness without stress. Balanced hormones contribute to steady energy and clear thinking. Movement creates a rhythm that carries through the day. It breaks up monotony and prevents mental fatigue. Taking even small breaks to move during the day can refresh your mind and improve productivity. The habit of morning movement establishes this rhythm from the start. Physical activity in the morning builds momentum. When you accomplish something as basic but powerful as moving your body, it creates a feeling of accomplishment. This feeling motivates you to tackle other tasks with enthusiasm and confidence. The top 1% treat morning movement as a non-negotiable part of their routine. It's a foundation they build upon, recognizing that without physical activation, their mental performance suffers. This foundation supports every goal, every decision, and every action. Movement also enhances focus by increasing oxygen intake. Deep breaths taken during exercise flood the brain with oxygen, improving concentration and reducing mental fatigue. This enhanced focus helps you work more efficiently and with greater clarity. Moving your body helps combat stress. Physical activity is a natural outlet for releasing tension. Instead of letting stress build and cloud your mind, movement allows you to channel it positively. This keeps you calm and balanced even in high-pressure situations. When the body is active, the mind is sharper. You notice details more clearly, recall information more easily, and think faster. This heightened mental acuity is crucial for solving problems and making strategic decisions. Physical activity also supports emotional intelligence. Movement helps regulate emotions and improves mood, making it easier to interact with others kindly and effectively. Strong relationships are a key to success, and morning movement helps you bring your best self to those connections. Morning movement strengthens resilience. It teaches you to push through discomfort and build endurance. This resilience isn't just physical. It becomes a mindset that helps you handle setbacks and keep going toward your goals. The routine of moving your body connects you to the present moment. It pulls you away from worries about the future or regrets about the past. This presence enhances mental clarity and emotional stability. Top performers know that mental energy isn't just about thinking harder, it's about nourishing the whole system. Movement feeds the brain, calms the nervous system, and energizes the body all at once. Moving your body first thing makes your intention stronger. It's a declaration that you're ready to face the day actively, not passively. This readiness shifts your mindset to one of action and possibility. Consistency is key. Even on days when motivation is low, choosing to move activates your mental power. Over time, this builds a powerful habit that supports sustained success. Movement in the morning is a gift you give to yourself. It shows respect for your body and mind and lays a foundation for achievement. This simple act prepares you to perform at your best in every area of life. Your brain needs movement to unlock its full potential. Without it, your thinking remains sluggish and your energy low. The top 1% know this and act on it daily. The power of movement is in its ability to connect body and mind. This connection is the source of true mental energy and clarity. Moving your body in the morning is a step toward mastering yourself. It's a commitment to your health, your focus, and your success. When you move, you prepare your whole being for the demands of the day. This preparation creates a solid foundation for everything you want to achieve. This is not about pushing yourself to extremes, but about honoring the simple truth that your body and mind work best together. Movement awakens your full potential. It's the key to activating mental energy that sustains performance and fuels growth. Choosing to move your body each morning is a powerful habit that shapes your life. It strengthens your mind, uplifts your spirit, and powers your success. This practice is accessible to everyone. It requires no special skills or equipment, only a decision to care for yourself in a whole and meaningful way. When you move your body to start the day, you invest in clarity, energy, and resilience. These are the tools that the top 1% use to build their extraordinary lives. Moving your body is the secret to unlocking mental energy that lasts. It is a simple, profound step that transforms your mornings and your life. Chapter 4. Focus deeply on one hard task every morning. There is a simple but powerful habit that separates the top performers from the rest, and it happens every morning. It's the practice of focusing deeply on one hard task before anything else. This task isn't a small or easy one. It's the challenge you tend to avoid, the problem that demands your full attention, the work that will push you toward growth and progress. The discipline of tackling this hard task first is what builds momentum, sharpens the mind, and sets the tone for a productive day. When you wake up, your mental energy is at its peak. The brain is fresh, and your willpower is strongest. Using this time to concentrate on the hardest task means you are harnessing your natural resources wisely. Instead of spreading yourself thin or wasting energy on small, urgent distractions, you direct your focus where it matters most. This is how important work gets done. This deep focus requires a quiet environment free from distractions. The top achievers create a space where they can work uninterrupted. No emails, no phone calls, no social media. This protective boundary is essential because true focus demands effort. The mind resists concentration when pulled in many directions. By isolating the hardest task and dedicating time exclusively to it, you give yourself the best chance of success. The challenge in focusing deeply on one hard task is resisting the temptation to multitask or procrastinate. Our minds are wired to seek comfort, and often the hard tasks are uncomfortable or daunting. But avoiding these tasks only increases stress and delays progress. When you decide to face the hardest work first, you build courage and resilience. Each morning becomes a test of your commitment to your goals. Starting with the hardest task changes your relationship to work. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by a long to-do list, you focus on one important action. This reduces anxiety and increases clarity. The sense of accomplishment you feel after completing that task is powerful and fuels motivation for the rest of the day. Deep focus also improves the quality of your work. When your attention is undivided, your brain processes information more effectively. Creativity flourishes, solutions emerge, and mistakes decrease. This is why important projects or breakthroughs often come during periods of sustained concentration. Many people underestimate how long true focus lasts. The mind can enter a state of flow where hours pass without distraction. This flow state is where deep learning and innovation happen. Committing to one hard task in the morning gives you a chance to enter this flow and reap its benefits. This habit also teaches patience and discipline. The world often demands quick answers and constant activity, but meaningful progress takes time and steady effort. Focusing on a single difficult task helps you cultivate the patience needed to build mastery and expertise. The top 1% don't wait for motivation to strike before they work. They create the conditions for motivation through deliberate action. When you dive into your hardest task first, you set a tone of purpose that carries through the day. This focus sharpens your problem-solving skills. Hard tasks often require thoughtful analysis, trial and error, and persistence. The morning hours are perfect for this because your mind is less fatigued. As you practice deep work consistently, your ability to solve complex problems improves significantly. Avoiding distractions is key. This means turning off notifications, closing unnecessary tabs, and letting others know you are not to be disturbed. Creating this environment of focus is an act of respect toward yourself and your work. Breaking the hard task into smaller steps can help, but it's important not to lose sight of the bigger picture. Each small step contributes to a larger goal. This perspective keeps you motivated and reminds you why the task matters. Deep focus is also an emotional practice. It requires overcoming frustration and discomfort that come with difficult challenges. Developing this emotional strength prepares you to face obstacles in other areas of life with calm and confidence. When you complete a hard task first, you experience a sense of mastery. This feeling builds self-confidence and reinforces your belief in your ability to handle challenges. This mindset is crucial for long-term success. The discipline of tackling hard tasks early also protects you from burnout. Procrastination builds pressure that can become overwhelming. Facing difficulties head-on reduces this pressure and keeps your energy balanced. This habit helps you build consistency. By focusing on one significant challenge daily, you create a rhythm of achievement. Over time, this rhythm leads to exponential growth and progress toward your goals. Focusing on one hard task is also a way of honoring your time. Instead of wasting precious hours on busy work or distractions, you invest your energy where it yields the greatest return. This practice builds mental clarity. When you train your mind to concentrate deeply, you improve your overall cognitive function. Your thoughts become more organized, and decision-making becomes easier. Starting the day with focus makes it easier to resist distractions later. When you accomplish something meaningful first, the rest of the day feels less chaotic, and you are less likely to fall into unproductive habits. The habit of deep focus fosters creativity. Challenging tasks often require innovative thinking. When you immerse yourself fully, you open the door to new ideas and breakthroughs. This practice also enhances your sense of purpose. Tackling meaningful work early connects you to your bigger vision and motivates you to keep moving forward. The environment you create for deep work matters. Find a quiet place, prepare your materials, and set a clear goal for your session. This preparation signals to your brain that it's time to focus. Timing is crucial. Many top performers find that the first 1 to 2 hours of the day are best for deep work. Protect this time fiercely. Avoid the temptation to switch tasks or check messages. Even brief interruptions break concentration and make it harder to return to focus. This habit is not about working harder, but about working smarter. Deep focus maximizes your productivity and impact. The top 1% also understand the importance of rest after deep work. Taking breaks helps maintain energy and prevents mental fatigue. Gradually, deep focus becomes easier. Your brain adapts and concentration strengthens. This growth fuels greater achievements. This focus shapes your identity. You become someone who meets challenges with determination and calm. The practice of focusing on one hard act each morning is a commitment to your success. It's a daily investment in progress. By prioritizing difficult work first, you reduce stress and increase control over your day. This approach builds momentum. Completing a tough task early makes other work feel easier. You develop a powerful sense of accomplishment that drives confidence. The ability to focus deeply is a skill that improves with practice. This skill sets the top 1% apart. They master their attention and use it intentionally. Deep focus creates a foundation for lasting success. Your work becomes more meaningful, and your goals come closer. This habit connects effort with results in a direct way. The practice transforms your mornings into a launchpad for achievement. It also builds resilience, preparing you to handle setbacks calmly. Focusing on one hard task makes distractions less tempting. You gain control over your time and energy. This control leads to greater freedom and satisfaction. The clarity gained from deep focus improves your decision-making. Your confidence grows as you prove your ability to overcome challenges. This habit shapes your life positively, one morning at a time. The commitment to focus deeply is a choice to value your potential. It empowers you to create the future you desire. Deep work is where your true power lies. The top 1% live by this principle, making it their foundation. By adopting this habit, you join them in harnessing your full potential. Each morning is an opportunity to deepen focus and grow stronger. This habit is accessible to anyone willing to choose purpose over distraction. It's a simple step with profound effects on your productivity and happiness. Make focusing on one hard task a daily practice. Watch how it transforms your days, your work, and your life. Your success depends on your ability to focus deeply. This is your path to extraordinary achievement. Commit to it fully and watch yourself rise. Chapter 5. Say no to anything that wastes your time. One of the most powerful habits that the most successful people cultivate is the ability to say no firmly and without hesitation to anything that steals their time without adding value. Time is the one resource that no one can get back. It moves forward relentlessly, whether we use it wisely or waste it on distractions and unnecessary commitments. The top achievers protect their time fiercely because they understand that where their time goes, their life goes. Every moment wasted is a moment lost forever. Saying no is not just about declining requests. It's about honoring your goals and your vision. It's a declaration that your time matters. This practice starts with a clear understanding of what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Without this clarity, it's easy to get caught in endless activities that lead nowhere but exhaustion. The challenge lies in recognizing the difference between what is urgent and what is important. Many things scream for attention but don't actually move you closer to your goals. Learning to identify these distractions is crucial. Saying no isn't about shutting down opportunities blindly. It's about choosing opportunities that align with your purpose and letting go of the rest. People often feel guilty or obligated when asked for their time. The fear of disappointing others can make saying no difficult. But the truth is, every yes to something unimportant is a no to something valuable. The top 1% don't apologize for protecting their time because they know that their ability to say no directly impacts their success. Saying no requires respect for yourself and for others. When you respect your own time, you set a boundary that teaches others how to treat you. This boundary creates space for you to focus on what truly matters. It is a form of self-care that sustains your energy and focus. This habit also involves simplifying your commitments. It's tempting to say yes to every request or opportunity, fearing missing out or wanting to please everyone. But overcommitting leads to scattered focus and burnout. Learning to say no is learning to say yes to fewer things, but with greater quality and attention. The ability to say no builds mental clarity. When you eliminate time-wasting activities, your mind is less cluttered. This clarity makes decision-making easier and faster. You stop spinning in circles and start moving forward with purpose. Saying no is a skill that gets easier with practice. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but over time, it becomes a natural and empowering habit. The more you protect your time, the more confident you become in your choices. This practice also requires patience. Sometimes you'll need to explain your reasons, and not everyone will understand. That's okay. The important thing is that you remain true to your priorities. The top performers don't let social pressure dictate their time management. Saying no to time-wasting activities doesn't mean you isolate yourself. It means you create space for meaningful connections and activities that enrich your life. This focus on quality over quantity improves relationships and personal satisfaction. The top 1% often use a filter to decide what deserves their time. This filter includes questions like, does this activity align with my goals? Will it contribute to my growth? Is it necessary? If the answer is no, they decline without hesitation. Technology is a major source of time waste. Social media, endless notifications, and digital distractions are designed to capture attention and keep you hooked. Saying no to these distractions means setting limits on device usage and creating intentional boundaries with technology. Learning to say no also means being comfortable with silence and downtime. Many people fill every moment with activity to avoid boredom or discomfort. But rest and reflection are essential for creativity and mental health. Protecting time for these moments is part of valuing your time. This habit strengthens your focus and discipline. When you say no consistently, you train your mind to prioritize and resist temptation. This mental training makes it easier to stay on track with your goals, even when distractions are strong. Saying no is also about setting realistic expectations with others. Communicating your limits clearly and kindly helps prevent misunderstandings. The top performers are honest about what they can and cannot commit to. This practice prevents burnout. Taking on too much drains your energy and reduces effectiveness. Saying no keeps your workload manageable and your motivation high. By protecting your time, you create room for deep work and meaningful progress. This focus accelerates your achievements and increases your satisfaction with your efforts. The top 1% recognize that saying no is not about being selfish, it's about being strategic. It's a choice to invest your time where it yields the greatest return. This habit also builds resilience. When you say no to distractions and unimportant demands, you become less reactive and more in control of your life. Saying no gives you the freedom to say yes to your priorities with full commitment. This freedom transforms your daily experience and long-term outcomes. This practice requires self-awareness. You must regularly evaluate how you spend your time and be honest about what adds value. Learning to say no sharpens your sense of purpose. The clearer your vision, the easier it is to recognize time-wasting activities. The ability to say no protects your mental health. It reduces overwhelm and stress, creating space for calm and focus. Saying no is a tool for creating balance. It helps you allocate time for work, rest, relationships, and personal growth. The top achievers don't wait until they're overwhelmed to say no. They proactively manage their commitments to prevent chaos. This habit creates a foundation for sustainable success. Without it, progress is often slow and erratic. By guarding your time, you honor your goals and your potential. This respect fuels motivation and persistence. Saying no enhances your productivity. You spend your energy on what matters most, not on distractions. This practice improves your relationships. When you're not overcommitted, you can give your best attention to the people who matter. Saying no helps you maintain focus during the day. You avoid falling into the trap of constant interruptions. It also builds confidence. Each time you protect your time, you prove to yourself that you are in charge. This confidence spills into other areas of life, creating a positive cycle of empowerment. The habit of saying no transforms how you experience time. It changes your days from chaotic to controlled. It allows you to create a life aligned with your values and goals. This habit is a form of self-respect that influences every part of your life. Saying no requires courage, especially when faced with pressure or expectations. The top 1% embrace this courage because they understand the stakes of their time. This practice teaches you to prioritize long-term success over short-term approval. It enables you to focus on what truly moves you forward. Saying no frees you from distractions that drain your creativity and energy. It helps you cultivate discipline and mental strength. This discipline makes it easier to pursue challenging goals. Saying no also encourages simplicity. A simpler schedule reduces stress and increases focus. The top performers use this simplicity as a secret weapon. It allows them to work deeply and live fully. By saying no to time-wasting activities, you create space for growth and achievement. You protect your energy and focus for what matters. This practice shapes your identity as someone who values their time and goals. It is a daily act of commitment to your best self. Saying no is not a one-time decision, but a continuous habit. It requires ongoing attention and willingness to set boundaries. This ongoing commitment leads to mastery of your time. Mastery of time is mastery of life. By saying no to what wastes your time, you take control of your journey. You make your days intentional and powerful. This is how the top 1% build extraordinary lives. They refuse to let distractions steal their potential. They protect their time as their most valuable asset. Saying no is a simple but profound step towards success. It is the choice to live with purpose and focus. By embracing this habit, you join the ranks of those who achieve greatness. Each no you say is a yes to your vision. Protect your time fiercely. Respect it deeply. Live your life fully. Chapter 6. Review your progress at the same time daily. Making a daily habit of reviewing your progress at the same time each day is a powerful practice that the most successful people commit to without fail. This is not just a casual glance at a to-do list or a fleeting thought about the day's events. It's a deliberate, focused reflection that brings awareness, clarity, and insight to your journey. It's a moment where you step back, take stock of your actions, and adjust your course if needed. This consistent review anchors you in reality, connects you with your goals, and fuels forward momentum. Why the same time every day? Because habits thrive on routine. When you review your progress at a fixed time, your mind and body prepare for this important task. It becomes a natural part of your rhythm, like eating or sleeping. This regularity helps build discipline and makes reflection automatic rather than optional. It removes the friction of decision-making, so you don't skip or delay this vital step. The time you choose for review can vary. Some prefer to reflect at the end of the workday, while others do it first thing in the morning to assess the previous day's efforts. The key is consistency. Making this a daily ritual creates a reliable checkpoint for growth and accountability. During this review, it's essential to focus on what truly matters. This means looking beyond superficial tasks and assessing progress toward your most meaningful goals. Are you moving forward on what counts? What wins did you achieve? What challenges slowed you down? Honest answers to these questions provide valuable feedback that informs your next actions. This reflection is both analytical and emotional. It's about facts and feelings. How well did you execute your plans? How did you feel throughout the day? Were you energized, distracted, or overwhelmed? Understanding your emotional state is crucial because it reveals hidden barriers or strengths that impact performance. A daily progress review helps prevent drifting. Without it, it's easy to lose sight of your priorities or get caught in busyness without purpose. This habit acts as a compass, keeping you aligned with your direction and values. It forces you to pause, evaluate, and course-correct before small missteps become larger detours. The top performers use this time to celebrate small victories as well. Recognizing progress, no matter how minor, builds motivation and confidence. It reminds you that growth is a process made up of many small steps. This positive reinforcement is essential for sustaining effort and avoiding discouragement. This practice also builds self-awareness. You begin to notice patterns in your behavior, energy levels, and productivity. Maybe certain tasks are consistently postponed, or distractions tend to arise at specific times. This insight allows you to make targeted changes to improve your routine and environment. Reviewing progress daily encourages problem solving. When you identify obstacles, you can brainstorm solutions while the experience is fresh. Waiting too long to reflect often leads to missed opportunities and repeated mistakes. Timely assessment keeps you proactive rather than reactive. This habit fosters accountability. Whether you share your goals with others or keep them private, the act of daily review holds you responsible for your commitments. It's a moment where excuses fall away and you confront the reality of your actions honestly. This accountability strengthens your integrity and builds trust in yourself. The review process doesn't have to be lengthy or complicated. A few focused minutes of writing or mental reflection can be enough to capture key insights. The important part is consistency and sincerity. Even brief daily reviews accumulate significant impact over time. Technology can support this habit. Journals, apps, or simple notebooks are effective tools for tracking progress. Writing things down creates a record that you can revisit and learn from. This historical view highlights growth and areas needing attention. During your daily review, ask yourself specific questions. What did I accomplish today? What did I learn? What challenges did I face? What can I improve tomorrow? These questions guide your reflection and ensure it's productive rather than vague. The emotional tone of this review matters. Approach it with kindness and curiosity, not judgment or harsh criticism. The goal is growth, not perfection. A supportive mindset makes it easier to face shortcomings and motivates constructive change. This routine also reduces stress. When you make reflection a habit, you stop carrying mental clutter about unfinished tasks or uncertainty. You create mental space and clarity that enhance focus and peace of mind. Reviewing progress daily builds resilience. When setbacks occur, you're better prepared to handle them because you're constantly aware of your trajectory. This ongoing awareness helps you adapt quickly and maintain momentum. This habit also improves goal setting. Regular reflection reveals if your goals remain relevant or need adjustment. Life changes, and flexibility is vital. Daily review keeps your plans aligned with your evolving vision. The discipline of daily review sharpens time management. You become more conscious of how you spend your hours and how effective your efforts are. This awareness leads to smarter choices about priorities and tasks. Top performers often combine their daily review with planning. After assessing the day, they set clear intentions for the next. This cycle of reflection and planning creates continuous progress and avoids stagnation. This practice enhances learning. Reviewing your experiences daily turns them into lessons. You move from repeating patterns unconsciously to making intentional improvements. Reviewing your progress at the same time every day creates a powerful ritual. It signals commitment and respect for your growth journey. This ritual becomes a foundation for sustained success. This habit deepens your connection to your goals. Instead of distant dreams, your objectives become present and tangible through daily attention. The habit also improves focus during work. Knowing you will reflect on progress motivates you to stay engaged and productive throughout the day. It increases motivation by providing regular feedback. You see your effort translating into results, which fuels enthusiasm and energy. The daily review creates a mindset of responsibility. You stop blaming circumstances and take ownership of your outcomes. This sense of ownership empowers you to take control and make proactive changes. The habit cultivates patience and persistence. You learn that progress is gradual and that consistent effort compounds over time. Reviewing your progress regularly strengthens your confidence. You build trust in your ability to follow through and overcome challenges. It also encourages humility. Seeing both successes and areas to grow keeps you grounded and open to learning. This habit improves emotional regulation. By recognizing patterns in your feelings, you can manage stress and maintain balance. Daily reflection fosters gratitude. Acknowledging wins and growth increases appreciation for your journey and builds a positive outlook. The habit also enhances communication. When you understand your progress and challenges, you can share them more clearly with others. Reviewing progress daily is a form of mindfulness. It anchors you in the present and reduces anxiety about the future. This practice helps align your daily actions with your deeper purpose. It connects the small steps to your bigger vision. The habit of reviewing progress at the same time every day is a cornerstone of effective self-management. It empowers you to take charge of your growth and success. It's accessible to everyone, regardless of background or circumstances. The power lies in consistency and honest reflection. This daily commitment transforms your approach to goals. You move from wishful thinking to deliberate action. Your life becomes more intentional, and your progress more visible. This habit builds momentum that carries you forward through challenges and distractions. By reviewing your progress daily, you become the author of your story. You write each chapter with awareness and purpose. This practice builds a foundation of discipline that supports all areas of life. It fosters continuous improvement and prevents complacency. The habit increases your ability to adapt. You respond to change with insight rather than confusion. It strengthens your mental toughness, helping you persist when motivation wanes. Daily review connects effort with results, making your journey transparent and manageable. This connection builds hope and determination. It transforms obstacles into opportunities for learning and growth. By making reflection a daily ritual, you unlock the secret to sustained achievement. The top performers live by this principle. They invest time each day to assess and adjust their course. By following this habit, you join them in harnessing the power of awareness and action. Your progress becomes a source of strength and inspiration. Each day's review adds another brick to the foundation of your success. This is a simple, practical step with profound effects. Commit to reviewing your progress at the same time every day. Watch as your clarity, focus, and results grow stronger. This habit will shape not just your days, but your entire life. Through consistent reflection, you become the person who achieves their greatest potential. Chapter 7. Read books that sharpen mindset and decision-making. Reading is not just a pastime for the top achievers. It is a deliberate strategy for growth and success. They understand that the quality of their thoughts determines the quality of their decisions and actions. The books they choose are tools that sharpen their mindset and improve their ability to make wise, clear decisions. Reading with purpose creates a steady stream of new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge that transform how they think and operate. The mind is like a muscle. It needs exercise to stay strong and flexible. Without stimulation, thinking becomes stagnant and limited. Books challenge assumptions, expose you to new ways of solving problems, and stretch your understanding of the world. This mental expansion is critical for making better decisions in business, relationships, and personal growth. The books that top performers read are not random or just for entertainment. They carefully select material that adds value, challenges their beliefs, and pushes them toward improvement. This might include biographies of successful people, books on psychology and human behavior, or practical guides on strategy and leadership. Each book becomes a mentor, offering lessons and insights that shape mindset and sharpen judgment. Reading develops critical thinking skills. It trains the brain to analyze information, compare different viewpoints, and discern facts from opinions. These skills are essential when making decisions that have consequences. The ability to think deeply and clearly separates those who succeed from those who react impulsively. Books also build emotional intelligence by helping readers understand motivations, fears, and desires, both their own and others. This understanding improves communication and empathy, which are key to effective decision-making. The top 1% know that smart choices are not just logical, but also emotional, balancing heart and mind. The habit of reading creates discipline. Setting aside time daily to read requires focus and commitment. This discipline spills over into other areas of life, strengthening the ability to stick to plans and resist distractions. Reading regularly also keeps the mind curious and open. It fosters a growth mindset, the belief that skills and intelligence can be developed through effort. This mindset encourages risk-taking, learning from mistakes, and continual improvement. Books serve as a reservoir of ideas. When faced with a difficult choice or problem, the lessons and strategies absorbed from reading become resources to draw upon. This preparation builds confidence in decision-making because you're not guessing blindly. You have knowledge and frameworks to guide you. The top performers read actively. They don't just passively consume words. They engage with the material by questioning, reflecting, and applying what they learn. This active engagement turns reading from a passive habit into a powerful tool for transformation. Reading also cultivates patience. Unlike quick videos or social media snippets, books demand sustained attention and thought. This patience trains the mind to focus deeply, which is essential for complex problem-solving and strategic thinking. Choosing the right books is important. It's not about quantity but quality. Reading a few well-chosen books deeply is more effective than skimming many without retention. The top 1% invest time in books that align with their goals and values, avoiding distractions that don't contribute to their growth. Books inspire action. Stories of overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness motivate readers to push beyond comfort zones. This inspiration fuels determination and resilience in the face of setbacks. Reading broadens perspective by exposing you to diverse experiences and cultures. This broadening improves creativity and innovation by helping you see problems from different angles. The ability to think outside the box is a hallmark of great decision makers. Books also help clarify values and priorities. Reflecting on new ideas can challenge existing beliefs and lead to deeper self-awareness. This clarity supports decisions that are aligned with your true purpose. The habit of reading supports lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, and staying informed and adaptable is crucial. Books provide updated knowledge and timeless wisdom that keep you ahead. Reading can also be a form of mental rest. Immersing yourself in a good book offers a break from daily stress while still engaging your mind productively. This balance helps maintain mental health and energy. The top achievers use reading to refine communication skills. Exposure to well-written material improves vocabulary, articulation, and the ability to express complex ideas clearly. Effective communication is essential for leadership and influence. This habit encourages humility. Recognizing how much there is to learn keeps you grounded and open to feedback. It prevents arrogance and complacency. Books are a source of practical tools and techniques. From time management methods to negotiation strategies, reading equips you with actionable skills that improve effectiveness. The habit of reading daily is an investment in yourself. It builds intellectual capital that pays dividends throughout life. The discipline of carving out time to read demonstrates commitment to growth. It prioritizes personal development over passive entertainment. Reading also sharpens memory and concentration. Following complex narratives and arguments exercises mental faculties that support overall cognitive health. The practice of reading regularly becomes a distinguishing characteristic of high achievers. It's a habit that signals seriousness and dedication. By absorbing the wisdom of others, you shorten your learning curve and avoid common pitfalls. This habit nurtures a positive mindset. Learning about success, resilience, and human potential builds optimism and self-belief. Reading expands your mental toolkit. The more you learn, the better equipped you are to handle uncertainty and complexity. This growth in mental capacity leads to better judgment. You become skilled at weighing options and predicting outcomes. Reading also connects you with ideas and thinkers beyond your immediate environment. This connection enhances creativity and strategic thinking. The top 1% often combine reading with reflection and discussion. They use what they learn as a springboard for deeper understanding and application. This integration of reading and action turns knowledge into power. The habit of reading to sharpen mindset and decision-making is accessible. It requires no special equipment, only time and intention. Making reading a daily ritual transforms your mind and your result. Each page you read builds your ability to think clearly and decide wisely. This habit shapes your identity as a learner and a leader. It supports every goal by strengthening the foundation of your mental skills. By choosing books that challenge and inspire, you fuel continuous improvement. The practice also prepares you to face complexity with confidence. Reading cultivates resilience by showing you how others have overcome adversity. It teaches patience and perseverance through stories of long-term effort. This habit encourages humility and openness to new ideas. It enhances your ability to adapt and innovate in changing circumstances. The top performers read strategically, focusing on material that has the greatest impact. They recognize reading as a key to unlocking potential and sustaining success. By following their example, you invest in your mental growth and decision-making ability. This investment pays off in clearer thinking, better choices, and stronger leadership. Reading is a simple but profound habit that transforms your mindset. It equips you to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and strength. Make reading a priority in your daily routine. Choose books that challenge your thinking and expand your horizons. Engage actively with the material and apply what you learn. Watch how your mindset sharpens and your decisions improve. Chapter 8. Protect energy by avoiding small talk and drama. Energy is one of the most valuable resources anyone possesses. It powers our thoughts, actions, and emotions. The top performers understand this well and protect their energy carefully every day. One of the biggest drains on energy comes from engaging in small talk and drama that adds no value and often distracts from what truly matters. Learning to avoid these traps is a crucial step toward maintaining focus, clarity, and emotional balance. Small talk may seem harmless, even polite, but it often wastes precious time and mental space. It can become a repetitive cycle of superficial exchanges that leave you feeling drained instead of energized. The mind has limited capacity, and when it's filled with trivial chatter, it has less room for creative, strategic thinking. The top achievers recognize this and limit their exposure to conversations that don't serve a clear purpose or deepen meaningful connections. Drama, on the other hand, is a direct assault on peace of mind. It stirs unnecessary conflict, fuels anxiety, and hijacks emotional energy. Drama creates chaos where calm and order are needed. It distracts from goals and clouds judgment. High performers avoid drama because they know it undermines their ability to stay productive and make rational decisions. Avoiding small talk and drama requires setting clear boundaries. This starts with awareness, recognizing when conversations are becoming unproductive or emotionally charged without reason. It takes courage to step away from situations that pull you into negativity or distraction. Saying no to these interactions is an act of self-respect and protection. The people you surround yourself with influence your energy levels profoundly. Choosing to engage with individuals who uplift, challenge, and support you is essential. Limiting time with those who thrive on gossip, complaints, or emotional upheaval safeguards your mental and emotional well-being. Protecting energy also means being mindful of your own communication style. Avoid contributing to drama by steering conversations away from negativity or conflict. Practice listening deeply but choose not to engage in arguments or toxic discussion. Your calm presence can shift the tone and preserve peace. This habit requires discipline because social situations often pressure us to conform or participate. Saying no to small talk or drama might feel awkward or isolating at first, but the payoff is immense. You gain time and mental space for more meaningful interactions and productive work. Energy management through avoiding these distractions is closely tied to emotional intelligence. It means recognizing how certain conversations affect your mood and performance, and making intentional choices accordingly. This awareness strengthens over time and becomes a powerful tool for personal growth. The constant stimulation from small talk and drama can exhaust the brain. The mind needs quiet and focus to process complex ideas and innovate. By eliminating unnecessary noise, you create an environment where deep thinking and creativity flourish. Avoiding drama also protects your reputation and relationships. Drama often leads to misunderstandings and damaged trust. Staying above it allows you to maintain professionalism and build strong, positive connections. The top 1% prioritize quality over quantity in their interactions. They invest their energy in conversations that inspire, educate, or build connection. These meaningful exchanges fuel their motivation and provide valuable insights. This focus improves your overall mood and reduces stress. Drama breeds tension and anxiety, but distancing yourself from it promotes calmness and emotional stability. Learning to avoid small talk and drama also sharpens your focus. When your energy isn't diverted by trivial or negative conversations, you can concentrate fully on your priorities. It increases productivity by reducing interruptions and emotional drain. This extra energy can be redirected toward tasks that advance your goals. Protecting your energy sets an example for others. People respect those who manage their time and emotions wisely. It encourages a culture of respect and intentionality in your circles. This practice is not about being rude or disconnected. It's about choosing interactions that are genuine and valuable. Deep conversations, meaningful collaboration, and supportive relationships take priority. Avoiding small talk means engaging more deeply when you do interact. Asking thoughtful questions and listening attentively creates stronger bonds and more fulfilling communication. By steering clear of drama, you cultivate resilience. You become less reactive to external chaos and more grounded in your purpose. This emotional strength helps you navigate challenges calmly and make clear decisions, even under pressure. Energy protection also means creating physical spaces that support focus. Avoid places where gossip and distractions are common. Instead, seek environments that encourage concentration and positive interaction. Setting limits on social media and digital communication is part of this strategy. Online platforms often magnify drama and superficial chatter. Managing your digital consumption preserves your energy and mental clarity. The ability to protect your energy contributes to better health. Chronic stress from drama and constant social stimulation can lead to fatigue and burnout. By reducing these stresses, you support your overall well-being. This habit reinforces self-awareness. You learn to notice how different interactions affect your mood and adjust accordingly. Avoiding small talk and drama also encourages intentional living. You become more selective about how you spend your time and with whom. This selectivity leads to more satisfying relationships and a greater sense of control over your life. The discipline required to maintain these boundaries builds character. It trains you to prioritize long-term success and peace over short-term approval or convenience. This habit makes your daily experience richer and more fulfilling. Instead of scattered energy and distractions, you experience focus, calm, and meaningful connection. It enhances your ability to listen and understand others deeply, which improves collaboration and influence. The practice of energy protection creates mental space for reflection and creativity. This space is where breakthroughs and new ideas emerge. The top performers recognize that energy is finite. They invest it wisely in actions and relationships that support their growth. Avoiding small talk and drama is a way of honoring that finite resource. This practice leads to greater happiness. When you minimize negative interactions, your emotional state improves. It also fosters gratitude and positivity by focusing your attention on what truly matters. Protecting energy means making conscious choices every day about how you interact with the world. These choices accumulate and shape the quality of your life and work. The ability to avoid distractions and negativity enhances your leadership presence. You project calmness and confidence that inspire others. This presence attracts opportunities and support aligned with your vision. By guarding your energy, you maintain the strength needed to pursue your goals with determination. This strength helps you persevere when challenges arise. Avoiding small talk and drama is not always easy. It requires awareness, courage, and consistency. But the rewards are profound. You gain clarity, focus, and emotional balance. This habit transforms your relationships, productivity, and overall well-being. It's a daily commitment to protect what powers your success, your energy. Choosing where to invest your energy is a choice about the life you want to live. The top 1% live by this choice. They treat their energy as a precious asset and guard it with intention. By following their example, you create space for growth, creativity, and lasting achievement. Each decision to avoid trivial or toxic interactions strengthens your focus and resilience. This practice frees you to live fully in your purpose. It makes your days more productive and your journey more fulfilling. Protect your energy by saying no to small talk and drama. Respect this resource deeply. Live with intention and clarity. Your success depends on it. Chapter 9. Keep your evening free from digital distractions. Evening time is precious. It's the moment when the day's work is behind you and your mind and body need rest and restoration. Yet, many people unknowingly sabotage this vital period by surrounding themselves with digital distractions that keep their minds restless and prevent true relaxation. The top performers guard their evenings fiercely by stepping away from screens and allowing themselves a break from constant connectivity. This habit is essential for mental clarity, emotional balance, and peak performance the following day. Digital devices, smartphones, tablets, computers are designed to capture your attention endlessly. Notifications, social media feeds, videos, and messages create a flood of stimuli that overstimulate your brain. This constant bombardment delays the body's natural preparation for rest and recovery. The result is often difficulty falling asleep, poor sleep quality, and waking up feeling tired. Protecting your evening from these distractions starts with intention. It requires setting clear limits on when and how you use digital devices. Instead of scrolling mindlessly through feeds or replying to every message late into the night, choose a specific time to disconnect. This deliberate disconnection helps calm your nervous system and signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. Without this boundary, the brain remains in a state of alertness. Blue light emitted from screens suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. This interference disrupts your circadian rhythm and makes falling asleep more difficult. The top achievers understand this science and prioritize screen-free time in the evening to protect their sleep quality. Evening digital detox also supports mental decluttering. Throughout the day, your mind collects information, tasks, and stresses. When you continue consuming digital content late at night, you pile on more input without processing what's already there. This overload can cause anxiety and restless thoughts that prevent peaceful rest. By stepping away from devices, you create space for reflection and relaxation. This space is where your mind can settle and your body can prepare for deep sleep. Many successful people use this time for quiet activities such as reading, journaling, or gentle stretching, which nurture calmness and gratitude. A screen-free evening enhances your emotional well-being. It reduces exposure to negativity or drama that often dominates online spaces. This reduction allows you to end the day with positive feelings rather than stress or agitation. Creating an evening routine that excludes digital distractions fosters discipline. It sends a message to yourself that your health and performance matter. This routine becomes a protective ritual that supports consistency and balance in your life. Limiting digital use before bed also improves focus and creativity. When you're not overwhelmed by constant updates and information, your brain has more bandwidth to process ideas and solve problems. Many top performers experience their best insights during quiet moments, away from screens. This habit also strengthens your relationship. Evening time free from digital distractions creates opportunities for meaningful connection with family or self. Being fully present without phone interruptions builds trust and intimacy. The discipline of disconnecting isn't always easy. Digital devices are addictive, and breaking the habit requires awareness and intention. Setting a specific time, such as 1 or 2 hours before bed, to turn off devices helps create a clear boundary. Using physical cues like putting phones in another room or using alarm clocks instead of phone alarms supports this practice. Reducing temptation by removing devices from your immediate environment makes it easier to maintain the habit. This practice also encourages healthier lifestyle choices. With fewer screens, you're more likely to engage in calming activities like reading, meditation, or planning for the next day. These activities contribute to overall well-being and readiness for tomorrow. A screen-free evening reduces the risk of decision fatigue. Constant notifications and choices about content drain mental energy. By simplifying your environment and habits, you preserve energy for important decisions and actions. The habit promotes mindfulness. Without digital distractions, you become more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations. This awareness deepens self-understanding and emotional regulation. Many successful people incorporate gratitude practice into their evening routine. Reflecting on the day's positives without screen interruptions increases happiness and reduces stress. Limiting screen time at night also protects your eyesight and reduces headaches associated with prolonged exposure to digital light. This practice supports consistency in sleep schedules. Going to bed and waking up at regular times improves overall health and cognitive function. By protecting your evening from digital distractions, you create conditions for restorative sleep. Quality sleep is the foundation of memory, learning, and emotional resilience. This habit makes waking up easier and mornings more productive. When you rest well, your energy and motivation soar. Reducing evening screen time also cultivates patience. Without the instant gratification of social media and entertainment, you train your mind to tolerate stillness and anticipation. The discipline to unplug each night demonstrates respect for your body's needs. It prioritizes long-term health over short-term convenience. By maintaining this habit, you become less reactive to digital stimuli. You gain control over your attention and focus. This control extends beyond evenings and influences how you manage technology throughout the day. Creating an evening environment free from digital distractions supports deeper rest and mental clarity. Soft lighting, quiet sounds, and comfortable surroundings complement this practice. Many top performers use this time to plan and set intentions for the next day, aligning focus and priorities. This forward-looking practice turns evenings into strategic moments for preparation rather than exhaustion. Limiting screen exposure also reduces exposure to sensationalist or negative news that can fuel anxiety before sleep. Protecting your evenings supports emotional balance, reducing mood swings and irritability. This habit fosters a sense of calm and control that carries over into daily life. By stepping away from digital distractions, you allow yourself to fully disconnect and recharge. This recharge is critical for sustaining high performance over the long term. You create a healthy boundary between work, social media, and personal time. This boundary enhances work-life balance and prevents burnout. The habit encourages self-discipline and intentional living. It reinforces the idea that success is built on consistent habits, not bursts of effort. By protecting your evening from digital distractions, you nurture your most important asset, your mind. You give yourself the gift of rest, focus, and renewal. This gift transforms how you approach challenges and opportunities. The habit sets a tone of respect for your time and well-being. It builds momentum for healthy choices in other areas of life. Creating a screen-free evening is a simple but powerful act of self-care. It supports clarity, creativity, and emotional strength. This practice is an investment in your future success and happiness. Making this habit non-negotiable turns evenings into a sanctuary of peace. It becomes a foundation for daily excellence and lifelong health. By embracing evenings free from digital distractions, you join the ranks of those who understand the power of rest. You unlock your full potential by honoring your body's natural rhythms. This habit shapes not only your nights, but your days and overall quality of life. Protect your evening as you would your most valuable resource. Let go of the distractions that steal your peace. Create space for calm, reflection, and restoration. Your future self will thank you for this gift of intentional living. Chapter 10. Sleep with purpose to dominate the next day. Sleep is not just a pause from the day, it's a vital activity that fuels your ability to perform at your best. Those who achieve at the highest levels understand that sleep is a powerful tool they must use with purpose. It's not about just getting hours of rest, it's about sleeping with intention, knowing that how well you recover at night determines the strength and clarity you bring to the next day. The quality of sleep directly impacts your physical health, mental sharpness, and emotional resilience. When you prioritize purposeful sleep, you invest in your ability to think clearly, make better decisions, and handle stress effectively. It shapes your capacity to show up fully in every moment, whether in work, relationships, or personal growth. To sleep with purpose means preparing for rest as deliberately as you prepare for your day. It starts with creating an environment conducive to deep sleep, quiet, dark, and comfortable. This environment signals to your body that it's time to relax and repair. Top performers guard their sleep space carefully because they know how easily it can be disrupted by noise, light, or discomfort. Beyond the environment, sleep with purpose requires a consistent routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day trains your body's internal clock, optimizing sleep cycles. This regularity helps you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed, not groggy. The best performers treat their sleep schedule as non-negotiable, a sacred appointment with their own health and performance. Sleep is when your body restores energy, repairs tissues, and consolidates memories. It's a natural reset button. Skimping on sleep or allowing it to be fragmented reduces these benefits and leaves you vulnerable to fatigue and poor judgment. The most successful people recognize sleep as an investment, not a luxury. Mindset plays a crucial role in purposeful sleep. Before bed, they clear their minds of worries and distractions. This might involve meditation, deep breathing, or journaling to release thoughts and prepare mentally for rest. Carrying stress into sleep reduces its restorative effects and can lead to restless nights. Nutrition and hydration also affect sleep quality. Eating heavy meals or consuming caffeine too close to bedtime can interfere with your ability to fall asleep deeply. The top 1% manage their intake to support uninterrupted rest, knowing that small lifestyle choices accumulate and influence their performance. Physical activity throughout the day promotes better sleep, but intense exercise right before bed may have the opposite effect. Timing and balance matter, and paying attention to your body's signals helps optimize your rest. Technology use in the evening often disrupts sleep, but purposeful sleepers set limits to minimize exposure to blue light and stimulating content. Turning off devices at least an hour before bed allows melatonin production to rise naturally, supporting deep sleep cycles. Quality sleep enhances cognitive function, including memory, problem-solving, and creativity. Waking up after purposeful rest means you approach challenges with fresh eyes and a clear mind. This mental sharpness is what allows high achievers to dominate their day. Purposeful sleep also bolsters emotional regulation. When well rested, you handle setbacks calmly and maintain a positive outlook. Fatigue, on the other hand, amplifies frustration and impairs decision-making. By valuing sleep as a critical component of success, you develop patience and discipline. It requires resisting the temptation to sacrifice rest for extra work or entertainment. This restraint reflects a long-term perspective that prioritizes sustainable performance over short-term gains. Tracking your sleep can provide insights into patterns and improvement. Some top performers use journals or technology to monitor sleep quality and make adjustments accordingly. This data-driven approach supports continuous optimization. Listening to your body's signals is essential. If you feel tired, purposeful sleepers don't push through exhaustion, but allow themselves to rest. This responsiveness protects against burnout and promotes longevity in high performance. Sleep with purpose also involves waking with intention. Starting your day mindfully, rather than rushing, sets the tone for focus and control. This transition from rest to action becomes seamless and energizing. Restful sleep supports immune function, reducing illness risk and keeping you consistent in your efforts. Health is a foundation for success that cannot be overlooked. This practice cultivates gratitude for your body's ability to recover and prepare for each new day. Recognizing sleep as a gift deepens respect for your well-being. Purposeful sleepers often use their morning routines to reinforce the power of rest. Hydration, light movement, and fresh air activate their body and mind gently but effectively. Sleep is the foundation on which all other habits rest. Without it, motivation, discipline, and creativity falter. Investing in quality sleep ensures these qualities flourish. The discipline to protect your sleep fosters self-trust. You prove to yourself that your health and goals matter enough to prioritize rest. By treating sleep with purpose, you reduce errors, increase efficiency, and enhance your ability to learn and adapt. This approach decreases stress and anxiety, which are major barriers to high performance. Purposeful sleep builds resilience, enabling you to face challenges with strength and clarity. It also improves mood, increasing your ability to inspire and lead others. The habit strengthens mental toughness. When you rest well, you recover faster and push harder. Quality sleep enhances physical performance, supporting endurance and strength. It reduces cravings and supports balanced metabolism, contributing to overall health. Purposeful sleep is a commitment to honor your potential. It shows respect for your journey and aspiration. This commitment encourages consistency in other areas like nutrition, exercise, and mindset. Sleep supports neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to grow and change. This underlies continuous learning and adaptation. When you sleep with purpose, you create a ripple effect that enhances every aspect of your life. It becomes a cornerstone habit that shapes your identity as a high performer. Your energy, focus, and clarity become reliable tools you can count on daily. This habit helps avoid the burnout and fatigue that sabotage many ambitious people. By mastering purposeful sleep, you unlock the power to dominate your day with confidence and vigor. Your choices before, during, and after sleep align to build momentum for success. Sleep is not downtime, it's active preparation for action. When you value rest as much as effort, you create sustainable greatness. This mindset transforms how you approach challenges and opportunities. It shapes a life of balance, health, and high achievement. Sleep with purpose, and you empower yourself to face each day fully equipped. This habit is a gift you give yourself that keeps on giving. Your future achievements depend on the rest you secure tonight. Choose to sleep not just to escape, but to prepare. Let your sleep be intentional, restorative, and empowering. By doing so, you set yourself on the path to dominate the next day and every day after.